This is the Negro Ninja, and today I'm going to use an old Cat Williams scenario to prove how far people will go to run with something. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn at whose expense it comes at, as long as they can make themselves laugh. Okay, they don't want to hear nothing. Okay, and I'm going to use a scripture to back it up. I'm going to read Proverbs 18. Through desire, a man having separated himself seeketh and intermeddleth with all wisdom. Okay, that's a bit hard to understand in the King James Version, so I'm going to use the English Standard Version. Whoever isolates himself seeks his own desire, and he breaks out against all sound judgment. Okay, that's the English Standard Version of the same scripture. Basically saying them niggas don't want to hear nothing. Okay, you can't tell him nothing. He breaks out against all sound judgment. He want to hear what he want to hear. He want to believe what he want to believe. Okay, and this is how most people are in this situation. Okay, now why am I talking about an old Cat Williams situation? Because I was suggested a video of that, incident that happened 5 years ago on YouTube. Just out the blue. Okay, I decided to look at some Cat Williams stand-up comedy, and they was trying to show me that. And I was like, oh, damn. I don't know what made me want to listen to Cat Williams today, but this is me doing this video. So anyway, so the incident with the 17-year-old boy that they claim choked out Cat Williams. All right. So this scripture pretty much is giving you insight on why these people believe that stupidness. Okay, so let's look up the second scripture that adds to this point. Okay, Proverbs 18:2, English Standard. A fool takes no pleasure understanding. They don't want to understand, but only in expressing his opinion. Okay, everybody sharing memes. Okay, that is the very definition of it right there. Anytime something dumb happens and people start sharing memes just because they want it to be funny, this is that scripture that you should think about. Okay, this is that scripture you should think about. All right, and let me look at Proverbs 18:5 real quick. Okay, because everybody was throwing this dude under the bus. All right. It is not good to be partial to the wicked or to deprive the righteous of justice. Okay, now how was they depriving Cat Williams of justice in this scenario? Because they was basically saying, oh man, you fight a little 17-year-old. He put you in the headlock. Oh man. And they're not looking at the situation for what it is. They just seeing, first of all, he's fighting a 17-year-old. They don't even think about the details. Okay. They can only think about details when they're trying to hate on niggas. Okay, but they can never think about details when somebody's in a weird situation. They just want to believe the situation. All right, that's why it pays to not be quick to jump on the bandwagon. Okay, because most of the time people are never really right. Okay, there's just a flood of stupidity and they just ride the wave. It just make them feel better. Because a lot of people that do this type of stuff are depressed anyway. Okay, and let's look at another scripture real quick that adds to this point. All right, now I'm going to read the second scripture again, Proverbs 18:2, but I'm going to read the King James Version of that same scripture. A fool hath no delight in understanding, but that his heart may discover itself. Okay, so how these people see it is how they are on the inside. Okay, so when somebody's looking at you and seeing you as what you're not, that's because they are projecting. This is why people project, because they delight in no understanding and they're telling you their heart. Okay, and since we on this topic, like how hoes just cannot stand decent men. Okay, why can't they? The scripture just told you. Okay, so let's continue on this Cat Williams story. Cat Williams point. Okay, they want to see this man as somebody that is out there doing something dumb. He's fighting a 17-year-old. They're not looking at the details. Okay, let's listen to it in Cat Williams' own words.
They was as tall as me, and me and him was
Okay, now these are the details. These are the details. This is the build up. How did that happen? They making it seem like he did it.
He got heart. He talks shit about me all game. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm a real game player, motherfucker. You can talk shit to me as long as we don't lose, motherfucker. I got no problems. But then as the game is going on, I'm realizing this feels like a setup.
And I think it was because he said the cops was following him for 3 blocks. And then he get out, and then the kids started following him, and he say, oh, he thanked the kids because the cops left after that, and he just decided to play soccer. Now, if you listen to his energy, if you just listen to Cat Williams' energy in general, okay, as when he's talking about kids, nigga sounds like an uncle. Like he give out this uncle energy or, a fatherly type of energy. Okay, that'd be a cool uncle to have right there. Okay, you can just feel the love in his voice for the kids. That's why he adopted them motherfuckers. And what make this ironic is he threw Michael Jackson up under the bus. Okay, he started to defend him with them saying that they assassinated Michael Jackson or whatever. I guess everybody make mistakes, but he did throw Michael Jackson under the bus for liking kids. He liked kids too. But what I think is funny is how they express it, differently or whatever. So why I'm saying this is because both of them seem to be under attack and they both love kids. Why do everybody seem to mess with dudes that like kids so much? Just think about that. Okay, just think about it. Because he said that they tried to take his kids away from him at one point. So I just think that's funny. He got some similarities to Mike in some ways. And he was talking shit about him, but anyway.
And my teammates are trying to let me know something ain't right. So, before the game's gonna be over, because if you watch the tape, the game never officially ends. I end it. He said some slick shit, and I said, hey, y'all can't win this game, so why would you say fuck me?
Giving you insight on the mentality of the kid. Okay, and people, it's you. You should have known to do this. He should have done everything, but look at what he was dealing with. It's like dealing with a hole. Okay, and he's in the hood, and the hood have a very feminine mentality. Okay, they hate all things masculine. Look at the coach, the thug coach. You remember that one time I was telling y'all about that time when I was in Cascade at the gas station and a motherfucker cut in front of me? Okay, with his pants sagging, he's supposed to be so hard and all this type of stuff. He just got in front of me. I said, well, I was in front though, but you good. He didn't even like that. Okay, he didn't like being checked on that. So I go back out to pump gas after it was my turn. Okay, he got done way before me, so he should have been long gone. So I get out there and I'm at the gas. Okay, and then a nigga creep up behind me in the car, just pulls up. Okay, and my Negro senses tell me to look. He rolls down the window. I'm like, hold up. So this nigga was about to try to do something. If I didn't turn around and look at him, he probably would have shot me or shot at me or something. Okay, that nigga there crazy. He was really hurt by that. Okay, because checking somebody in many ways. Well, not. I'm trying to be careful. Because hood people be like, oh man, I checked them, but they still feminine. I guess just calling somebody out as standing up for yourself is masculine. He didn't even like that. I let him know that he was wrong. That's what he really hated the most. You don't let hoes know they wrong. Okay. I looked at him and then he just drove off. I'm like, y'all niggas ain't shit. And the motherfucker driving you ain't shit. Because he could have talked your dumb ass out of whatever the hell you was trying to do or thinking about doing. Stupid.
And he said, well, what you gonna do about it? I said, listen, I'm in trouble with the motherfucking law. You see all these people recording. But just understand, if I can take your ass around this motherfucking corner, I would explain to you don't talk to grown niggas like that. So now when we go around this corner, I'm asking all the pertinent questions. Do you have a mother? Do you have a father? Where are they?
Okay, now before that, I saw the whole video. Okay, that was my first time seeing the whole video from multiple people's camera. Dude was walking away from that kid. Okay, dude was just following him, just harassing him. And he said, you know what? Let's go over here then. Let's go behind here. Okay, that's how that happened.
All these people in the hood, nobody is coming. Not one person in your hood is gonna step in front and go, cat, don't knock this baby out. I'm looking at all the faces and everybody looking at me like, knock that nigga out, cat. That nigga is a menace to the community.
Okay, now this also explains that scripture very well too. Okay, hold on. Let me find this other scripture. Hold on. All right, like it explains that second scripture in the King James version of Proverbs 18:2. A fool hath no delight in understanding. They don't understand. Okay, but they're showing that they're ignorant. Okay, he the only one thinking like, why are people allowing this to happen? Ain't nobody gonna stop this from happening? Okay, and then here's another scripture. All right. A fool's lips enter into contention, and his mouth calleth for strokes. That's the King James version. And I'm going to read the English Standard Version because it's more easy to understand. So that was Proverbs 18:6. Let's look at the English Standard. So that basically is saying a fool's lips walk into a fight and his mouth invites a beating. Okay, and that's what people are failing to see, that little nigga brought that on himself. Okay, but they want to look at Cat as the one that, took the short end of the stick. And then nothing bad happened to Cat. He was just a bit embarrassed because he got wrestled down, but he didn't lose that fight. Okay. Like I said, people have to tell themselves stupid stuff to function throughout the day, basically. Okay, so let's listen to the rest of Cat's input.
So I said, okay, maybe I'm just being too strong, because why would a kid be trying to fuck with me? I said, maybe my posture is wrong, because I've been playing soccer, and maybe this nigga think I'm trying to stun on him in his hood. Let me change my motherfucking posture. So I go up against the wall like this, and when I go up against the wall, that nigga stand over me like this.
Okay, see, he just escalating the situation. He said, let me change my posture. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me change my posture. Let me sit down. He's trying to talk to him. The dude was like, fuck you. Okay, I am a nigger, and I only see nigger shit that needs to be done. Okay, and that's basically what happened. He was the voice of reason. He was trying to bring reason and logic. That's what I'm saying. The hood is on some whole shit. Okay, like how they say that you cannot talk to hoes with logic. You can't talk to them motherfuckers with logic because they niggas. Okay, and the dude just kept pushing boundaries like all narcissists do. And it escalated as as Cat is gonna tell you.
So I said to myself, let me stand up and let this nigga see that even though we the same size, you're a little boy, I'm a grown ass man. I can hit you with this broken fist and get blood. I just want you to have a bloody mouth so that you can have that lesson later, that's what happens when you say slick shit to grown ass men, because maybe them niggas can't teach you that, but a nigga that can hit you is also a nigga that can pull out a gun and blow your motherfucking brains out. Why would you put yourself in that position just because you lost a soccer game?
And he telling the truth, and that was his intentions. You can see, just watch the video, watch the full video. Okay, but people are just too caught up in the spectacle. They're stupid. Okay, that's why it's always good to take a step back and just think. Or the wave of niggatry will have you right along with them and just take you. Okay.
But clearly, you probably don't have no father to teach you that, so bam, you can get that lesson right there. But because I'm a real nigga, I'm only gonna give you that one punch and then you can do whatever you wanna do. Now, if you watch that video and really think that I was getting choked out by a strong teenager, then why don't you catch me when I'm out in public, dolo, and put your little fragile ass arm around my neck and why don't you choke me to sleep, nigga?
Okay. In the comments, it's one of the main reasons why I decided to make this video. Just listening how dumb a lot of people are in this video, in the comments on this video, talking about he capping for saying that. And I was looking at the comments on the video that I, saw that popped up with the incident happening. Just stupid. Okay. And they saying he capping. So he did what he said. Okay, he said, I gave a nigga one hit, you do what you want to do. So he punched him, he jabbed him. If he was, if this was real, like if he was dead serious, you see how people be fighting. They try to lay off with as many haymakers as possible. I don't really see people jabbing each other in street fights. Okay. And right after that, the little boy tried to swing. Okay, and Cat basically caught whatever punches he was throwing. The nigga threw at least 2 punches. He was like, moolah, nigga. Just basically mess with him. He was just trying to mess with him and teach him a lesson. Okay, but Cat got a little too comfortable and he did a back kick. Okay, right after playing soccer that he said he was too tired to do anyway. So that's all legs. You should not be trying to throw no kicks unless you are trained. Okay, or got some good flexibility or something. You shouldn't really be doing that. So he did a back kick and it slid off of him. And then on top of that, Cat Williams was like this, with his back turned away, doing a, back kick or whatever. Just messing with him. And then the little boy saw an opening and then just, put him in a headlock. And they saying he got choked. Now, the headlock is not a choke. Okay. And then I see Vlad TV and other people like, oh, man, you must have some jujitsu skills. You've been taking jujitsu. And the dude lying, oh, I did wrestling for 2 years. Like he just did something genius. I'm like, no, this nigga's back was facing him and he just did him like that. That's it. Okay, he didn't move past no guard. Talking about some taking his back. They so full of shit. Okay, everybody in that situation adding fuel to it is a damn nigga. Okay, rich niggas making more broke niggas more popular with some stupid shit. Okay, and it's like he just said, if you watch that video and think he got choked out by a strong teenager, you try him. Okay, that's what he said, and it's true because if you look at it, once again, people don't want to see the details. Okay, they're gonna look at details to try to hate on you. Well, that's only because that's how they be. So what happened? Cat was in the picket, basically right here, on a dude's whatever you call this right here. Okay, that's not how you get the leverage to choke somebody. And then you can clearly see he had his chin tucked, so he wasn't even trying to let that happen. And then he basically had the kid's hand. He basically grabbed both his hands, so he didn't really get no leverage. So they just would have been like that all day if nobody broke it up. Okay. And that's what people fail to see, but they just want to see, oh, Cat, you got handled by a little 17-year-old. Now, if you listen to the 17-year-old tell the story, he doesn't even feel like he won because he didn't. Okay, he actually, the way he sound like he feel crunchy about it. Basically saying, oh, man, the side of the face is just swole, but, I'll be all right. Okay. And I just think it's dirty that everybody's dragging this man through the mud like that after all the comedy he has been giving niggas over the years with classics such as Pimp Chronicles. Okay, all the laughs you niggas got from this dude, knowing damn well that a lot of y'all niggas would have been committing suicide. Okay, or going out there doing something dumb to get yourselves arrested, and y'all gonna betray this nigga. Okay, and just leave out all the details and just imagine him in the dumbest way you can think of just because everybody else is doing it. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Okay, now if anything, people should be talking to that little nigga like that. Well, what the hell is wrong with him for trying to fight a grown man? Okay, everybody should have came down on him. Okay, even, people watching on social media, and they should have just been like, this is the time we living in. Niggas got to worry about fighting teenagers. Stupid. And that's all I got to say for this rant. And this has been the Negro Ninja bringing you your Negro message for today. Negro out.